There's also one evidence that undercuts all of this.
What?
In July 17, 2009, NASA released low-resolution test photos of the Apollo 11, 14, 15, 16, and 17 landing sites that have been photographed.
Mm-hmm.
That have been photographed by the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter as a part of the process of starting its primary mission. So, in 2009, NASA released photos of the lunar modules on the moon. Still
on the moon.
On September 1st, 2009, India's lunar mission, the Chandrayaan, took photos of Apollo 15's landing site and tracks of the lunar rovers. And in 2010, the year after, China's second lunar probe, Chang'e 2, photographed the lunar surface with a resolution of up to 1.3 meters. Wow. And it spotted traces of the Apollo landings. And the photographs were released in the New York Times, apparently 40 years later, to debunk the conspiracy theories.
Yep. There's photos, people.
There's photos.
There's photos.
We got receipts.
We got the receipts. And all the flags they left up there are still in the same position they left, except for Apollo 11, because they accidentally put it close to where they were launching back up to meet Michael Collins.
Yeah.
So that flag is still on the ground.
There you have it.
There you go, people. All right. Let's start wrapping this up because I want to get to Stanley Kubrick and I want to get to a nice little speech I prepared for people who still believe we didn't go to the moon. So here's where all this conspiracy theories. Filmmaker Stanley Kubrick is accused of having produced much of the footage from Apollo 11 and 12 simply because he just directed 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is personally set on the moon and featured advanced special effects. It was claimed that when 2001 was in post-production in early 1968, NASA secretly approached Kubrick to direct the first 3 moon landings. The launch and splashdowns would be real, but the spacecraft would stay in Earth's orbit and fake footage broadcast from the moon. No evidence was offered for this theory, which overlooks many facts. For example, 2001 was released before the first Apollo landing, and Kubrick's differs greatly than in appearance from Apollo footage. The movement of the characters on the moon in 2001 differs from that in the film movements of Apollo astronauts. It does not resemble any environment with 1/6 of the gravity of Earth. Several scenes in 2001 show dust barreling as the spacecraft landing, something that would not happen in a vacuum environment of the moon. Kubrick did hire Frederick Oderle and Harry Lange, both of who had worked for NASA and major aerospace contractors, to work with him in 2001. Kubrick also did use some 50mm lenses that were left over from a batch made by Zeiss for NASA. However, Kubrick only got these lenses for a different movie, Barry Lyndon, which was released in 1975. The lenses were originally a still photo lens needing changes to be used for motion pictures. The mockumentary based on this idea, Dark Side of the Moon, could have fueled these conspiracy theories. The French mockumentary originally aired on the Art Channel in 2002 with the line Operation Lunaire. It parodies conspiracy theories with fake interviews, stories of assassinations of Kubrick's assistants by the CIA, and various consumptuous mistakes, puns, and references to old movie characters. Inserted throughout the film are clues for the viewers. However, Operation Lunaire is still taken at face value by some conspiracy believers. As the article titled Stanley Kubrick and the Moon Hoax appears in Usenet in 1995, in the news group alt.humor.best of Usenet, one passage about how Kubrick was supposedly coerced in conspiracy reads. NASA further leveraged their position by threatening to publicly reveal the heavy involvement of Mr. Kubrick's younger brother Raoul with the American Communist Party.
Oh.
This will be an embarrassment for Mr. Kubrick, especially Dr. Strangelove. Here's the problem. Kubrick has no such brother.
Oh, Jesus.
In 2009, Werner posted on the webpage Secrets of the Shining, where he states that Kubrick's The Shining, which was released in 1980, is a veiled confession to his role in the scam project. This thesis was the subject of confusion in an article published in Secret nearly half a year later. In 2015, a video surfaced which allegedly shows Kubrick being interviewed before his 1999 death. The video purportedly shows the director confessing to T. Patrick Murray that Apollo moon landings were fake. Research quickly found, however, the video was hoax. And is also that the most popular conspiracy theories have also been the Busters in their episode in August of 2008. And most importantly, you know what the most important thing that really debunks a lot of these conspiracy theories? Moon rocks!
How do they work?
How do they work? They come from the moon. Now some will go, oh, they might have came from Antarctica, doing some study in Antarctica. Yeah, there's a problem with that. There's not that many moon rocks in Antarctica. And someone would have noticed because there's multiple countries that are in Antarctica doing scientific research and military research. But between 6% and 20% of Americans still don't believe that we went to the moon.
That's the other thing. Like, if the conspiracy had any legs, wouldn't other countries try to call out America on its hoax? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't Russia, if the conspiracy theory had legs, wouldn't Russia try to call out America?
Yeah.
Since they were the ones who lost the space race?
Yeah, they concede that Americans went to the moon. One guy, James Oldberg of CBS News, said the conspiracy theory is taught in Cuban schools and wherever Cuban teachers are sent. They say that they did not land on the moon in Cuba. Here's a problem. I spoke to someone who used to live in Cuba and defected over the United States. And they were taught that the United States landed on the moon.
Really? So where's that coming from?
So, anti-communist, anti-Cuban sentiment. That's just anti-Cuban sentiment. Anti-Castro sentiment. Anti-Cuban Communist Party sentiment. If you're going to be against the Cuban Communist Party, in the government of Cuba, that's fine and dandy, but at least tell the fucking truth about it. Don't start making up fucking bullshit wholesale. Because even people who defected are like, we learned that Americans went to the damn moon.
Yeah, I mean, it just gets wilder and wilder as you go down the rabbit hole.
It just gets it's a lot of this shit you see in other conspiracy theories, QAnon, deep state shit. Yeah, Roswell and JFK and Area 51. You know, the fun ones we used to have fun with, and now it's turned to fucking shit. And you try to be like, okay, prove it. And they give you these fucking pseudo facts, and you come back to them. No, it's not like. And then they go, no, you're lying. You're part of this. You're part of the deep state.
Right.
It's like, no, this is fucking. Some of this shit is basic science. You can understand basic fucking science.
Yeah, I mean, I think that. Do you have any more evidence to sort of point out?
No, I was just gonna go over my speech, but you go on and say what you.
No, I was gonna say that the thing that undercuts the entire conspiracy theory behind the moon landing is that an estimated 400,000 people worked on it.
400,000 people.
The amount of cover up that would need to happen in order to get those people to shut up. What? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm. And here let me,
you know?
Yeah, let me also preface these names. Theodore Freeman, Elliot C., Charlie Bassett, Virgil Gus Grissom, Ed White, Roger B. Chaffee, Edward Ed Givens, Clifton C.C. Williams, Michael J. Mike Adams, Robert Henry Lawrence Jr., Thomas Ronald Barron, Brian D. Welsh, Vladimir Bordenko, Gregory Nelboboyevich, probably butchered his name, Vladimir Kornoff, Yuri Gagarin, Pavel Belyevich, George Bogvotsky, Vladimir Volkov, and Victor Pazov.
Who are these people?
All these people died. The first half I named were Americans who died trying to get to the moon. The last half were Russians who died trying to get to the moon. And these conspiracy theories spin in their fucking faces.
Yeah, I mean, if you bring it up to a more modern conspiracy theory. I know we've never talked about this on this podcast before, but 9/11. You know, according to the conspiracy that it was a hoax. Like
it was an inside job. You know.
Yeah, but like not just the inside job aspect of it. Saying that the people who like died in Pennsylvania, the people who were on the plane that crashed into the Pentagon, they were escorted off into an off-site location and given money to shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the what do you want to call it? The same sort of cover-up tactics apply to something like that as well, as if like
Sandy Hook,
hundreds of families, thousands of people weren't affected by these incidents.
Columbine, heard that shit.
Right.
Yeah,
no, I agree with you. When there's like loss of life involved, it's insidious and it's harmful to propagate conspiracy theories
like that. And it used to be fun. It used to be fun. It used to be real fun. Like we talk about the JFK conspiracy theory. Yeah, a guy lost his life. And when we were discussing it, Roswell.
Yeah, but no one's out here saying JFK wasn't assassinated.
Right. No one was going out there saying that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Roswell, fucking Area 51 and shit. Trying to figure out the truth and shit. And then you get to the truth, and a bunch of motherfuckers say it didn't happen. Look, the society beats people fucking down all the time. You work hard for a long period of time, and you don't get what you want sometimes. That's fucking life. Okay. Yeah, it sucks.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah, let me finish. Shit's unfair in this world. You got fucking governments going around, whether it's here, whether it's fucking in Europe, fucking goddamn coup in Bolivia. You got a fucking goddamn fucking people being starving in fucking Africa. And you're looking for a fucking answer, and yet either someone's telling you, oh, it's these people over here that has absolutely nothing to do with it, or it's some wild, crazy fucking conspiracy theory. And people are losing their fucking lives over this shit. And this shit's not fucking funny, and this shit's not fucking fun. And when we tell you we did something, especially with this, when we've done something that mankind has only dreamed of doing, going to the stars,
and has only benefited from you know what I mean?
Yeah, the fucking inventions that we had afterwards. your cell phone, which you're probably listening to.